And hello once again, and welcome back. I think I know why some of you have clicked on this video and you're keen to know the answer to the question as much as I do, and that is to find out whether a £15 bottle of champagne is of any good. Yeah, I am also keen to find out the answer. So I'm also a tad nervous, but let's go and get this opened up and then we'll find out.
Stars shining bright above you. Breezes seem to whisper.
So before I go ahead and open this champagne, let's have a look at the details on the bottle itself. So it's simply called branded as Nicolas De Montbart. And it is, just looking on the back of the bottle itself, on the label, it doesn't really tell me much. It's almost extremely understated. Whether it's not to set expectations too high, who knows. So this is simply a traditional champagne blend, so we can infer from it. It's a 1/3 blend of Chardonnay, Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier, which is the classic champagne blend. Easy drinking, a simple aperitif style champagne. It's 12.5% volume. Okay, so it's produced by Grands Comptoirs Champenoise. So again, just looking at, I did check out the winemaker details, and there's not really much information out there other than simply a postal address. I'm not even sure the Nicolas De Montbart actually exists as a person. Maybe just a simply made up name to slap on a bottle. Just to stress again, it is currently retailing for £13.99, which is incredibly cheap for champagne as far as champagne goes. You can actually get it as low as £10 if it's ever on a promotion. So again, just the notion of a £10 champagne can raise a few eyebrows, that's for sure. So all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this opened up and get a first impression of it. Yeah, it's a very simple packaging. The foil itself has a premium feel. It's quite not as metallic as you'd think. It's yeah, it doesn't particularly feel material of particularly high quality. Right, I'm quite nervous completely unwinding this. Hopefully this will pop out without too much drama. Okay, wish me luck. Nice and easy, nice and easy. It's coming, it's coming. Yeah, it is. I can feel it. It's wanting to explode out like a volcano. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure in there. I did chill it all the way. Okay, so let's go ahead and pour this into just a basic tulip flute. Okay, the mousse is fairly lively. Yeah, lots of effervescence there. I don't know if you could see that on the camera. I'll get a closer shot to get a better idea. Yeah, in terms of the size of the bubbles, it's kind of medium size, nothing to be alarmed of. Thankfully, they're not gigantic air pockets like you get with some cheaper proseccos. So yeah, that's quite reassuring as it is. So let's get a impression of the nose. Okay, yeah, lovely. It's got the yeast, as in the biscuit brioche notes there, as you expect with champagne. If it's not there, then yeah, you've got something to worry about right off the bat. I'm detecting just a nice zest in there, lemon. Yeah, it's a fairly vibrant nose. Just simply pouring it into something as small in aperture as a tulip flute. So lively. Again, if you're going to pour this at a party or just in the evening, I don't think people would be completely disappointed or disinterested in having a go at this. Okay, so let's get a taste of it. Again, that freshness continues through onto the palate. In terms of the balance between the different characteristics of the brioche and the citrus, it's about, I would say, 50-50. Certainly not the last word in terms of complexity. I can tell you that right now. The colour itself is I like the colour. I think it's not too bad. It's right. It's not too pale as you get with some champagnes. Looks passable. Yeah, I mean the balance with Chardonnay and the two accompanying grapes, the Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. I like to think it's about there's about one part of each. There's not too much dominance from one over the other. There is no real sense of oak or wood or anything like that. It's going to be this is a non-vintage, of course, so chances are it's going to be whoever the Grand Comptoir Champenois are, they would have just simply purchased a job lot full of grapes from various vineyards from different years even, and then just go ahead and then produce the champagne from that. I'm not even entirely sure whether it follows the complete playbook in order to create champagne in the traditional way. However strictly enforced that is, I don't know. It's not going to worry an entry-level champagne from a well-known brand like a Moet or a Veuve Clicquot. It's certainly not going to threaten them. But if you're looking at $13.99, that is, in all things considered, that is a lot of money when you compare that to, say, a Prosecco, a decent Prosecco, or even a Cremant. Comparing it to other champagnes, yes, of course, it's going to have the price advantage. But if you want that champagne experience, then I'm pretty sure you are willing to pay the going rate for that. It is drinkable, but when you compare it to, say, the aforementioned Cremant, especially in particular a Cremant from Burgundy, where it would heavily use Chardonnay, it is in stiff competition. That is for sure. Just have another taste. Yep, there's a bit of butterscotch as well. So I'm just picking up subtle characters as well. The more I'm sipping this, and as the champagne is breathing a little bit somewhat. In terms of the tail on the palate, it's fairly crisp. It's not lingering too much, which is nice. There is a bit of length in terms of there's enough length, but not too much. And you could say you could continue drinking this beyond just a single glass. So yeah, I'm going to now try this in a larger Burgundy glass, just to give this champagne the best possible platform to demonstrate its wares. Okay, well, it's a lot of mousse there. All right. Yeah, so the vibrancy, the zestiness is a little bit more up front now. The yeast, the biscuit, the brioche, that is taking a back step now when you're testing this champagne for a much larger drinking vessel. I'm just going to give a little taste. Again, I don't think I'll make any odds, but anyway, it's another excuse to have another sip. Cheers. It's actually not bad at all. I was ready to give this champagne the right pasting, if I'm being honest with you, especially when you hear tales of this particular champagne being sold as cheaply as £10. Something has to give, some corners had to be cut. Despite all that, it's a drinkable, sparkling white wine. Let's forget the fact that it's a champagne. Just forget that. Just think of it as a French a French Chardonnay based sparkling white wine, and it isn't that bad. It's not the last word in complexity, intellectual reward. It's not going to do those things, but if you're paying £10 for $13.99, that's not going to be part of your wish list, is it? In the grand scheme of affordable sparkling white wines, I think you can do better if you go for a Cremant. However, but if you want that Chardonnay, those Chardonnay notes that you get with champagne, then this is the one for, on a budget. Then this or a Cremant will tick that box. And then there's also the novelty factor. Also, you could easily imagine the look of your guest's face if you were to tell them, "Oh, I only paid £10 or $13.99 for this champagne. What do you think?" That alone is worth the money. It's the whole conversational piece that goes around this particular champagne. It's drinkable. It's not going to blow you away. It's £13.99, and that's all there is to it. So yeah, so there you go. So again, thanks again for watching, and if you did enjoy what you saw, please give me a like, please subscribe. Again, I can't emphasize how important that is. If you do subscribe, it makes all the difference to my channel. So I am 350, and I look forward to seeing you all again with some more content. So until then, I'll bid you farewell. So have a good day now.